I'm so pleased to have with me Susan McDevitt and Chance Jackson. As I said to you, I love your name. Oh, yes, let's shake on that. All right, we're going to talk about the pizza people. And I learned about you from a friend the other day. And so I want to educate the people of New Haven and around the state what it is that you're doing. So, Susan, I'm going to start with you.
Okay.
Who are the pizza people?
Who are the pizza people?
And you started this.
I did. Well, I should, not just me, my children also were really the, want me to talk about how I started?
Yes, which you have 7 children, let's just point that out.
Yes.
So, all right, so let's go back 6 years ago.
Okay.
How did you start the pizza people?
It started during a time where I am now a cancer survivor, fighter, survivor. Right. And one of my sons, one of the 7 children, came to me. We were going to go work in the soup kitchen one month. I believe it was in November. And he came to me and he said, Mom, instead of going to work in the soup kitchen, can we go bring pizza to people in need, or, you know, homeless people in New Haven? I'm like, and I said, pizza? I'm like, okay. You know, I was kind of baffled by pizza, but he thought it was really cool. Right. Yeah. And so we bought 6 pizzas, and the kids went around the neighborhood and knocked on doors and got hats and gloves and mittens and things like that. And we literally just, as a family with the kids, drove into New Haven. It was a bitter, bitter cold day. Coffee, hot chocolate, water, pizza, hats, mittens, gloves.
You set up on the green?
Coats. No, that day we just drove to people that we saw on the side of the street that looked like they needed a hand.
Just pulled over and
just
said,
pulled over.
Hey, here's some free things, here's food,
yeah,
here's
so you're
blankets.
hungry, and we were so welcomed, and the kids were just in such awe. They were like, it really woke them up. You know, it gets them out of their daily life to what they're used to. And so after doing that, we did go park near the green just for a few minutes, and we ran out of everything very, very quickly. And my children said, Mom, can we come do this again next month? I said, sure. Wasn't my intention. I thought it was going to be a one-time thing, you know, go in, little education kind of thing, and help people and show the kids and that kind of thing. And it turned into, can we do it again? So we actually went on Christmas Eve the next month, and because the kids were worried that people in need weren't going to have anything, and they wanted them to have something hot to eat. So we went again, and it was that day that one of my children said to me, said, you know, Mom, this feels so good. I'll never forget it. This feels so good. Can we keep doing it? Can we do it again?
So 6 years down the road, it's every third Tuesday.
Every third Tuesday.
You show up on the New Haven Green, and you've fed hundreds and hundreds of people.
Oh my gosh,
now,
every time. Yeah.
How is it that you met this handsome young guy over here?
My wingman.
Yeah. So Chance, how did the 2 of you come together?
Right. So one day I was in the office. I used to work for Project Fresh Start for the mayor's office, and it was a group of guys that came in and said, bro, they're giving out free pizza on the green, and it's modern pizza.
So, and it's modern.
And it's modern pizza. And I was like, free modern pizza on the green? That doesn't even sound right. So I got to go check it out. So I went over. This is about a year ago. And I went over a little year and a half.
Yeah.
Okay. So I went over to see what was going on. It was hundreds of people out there.
Yeah.
There was people on one side of the table, people on the other side of the table. There was kids giving out cookies.
Let's start showing the pictures as you're talking about it.
They had kids giving out cookies at the time, toiletries over here, clothes over here, and then the famous modern pizza right on the table, grabbing Ghost out too. And I was like, who is doing this? Who event is this? And everybody pointed to Miss Susan. And I was like, ever since then, I was hooked. And she welcomed me in, and from there, I was a part of the team.
Okay, so if we can envision this, every third Tuesday at noon on the New Haven Green, you arrive with dozens of pizzas with your volunteers from the shoreline.
Awesome people. Awesome people.
And you start coordinating this, and people come and they are fed, they get clothing, maybe soap and
toiletries. Yep. We let them choose what they want. I liken it to like a sort of a flash mob pizza flash mob for those in need. And it's not just homeless. There's homeless, but there's also people that are just, they need a bite to eat. Whatever. We're not there to ask questions or judge.
How did you get modern pizza involved in this?
One of our volunteers, Jack Walker, who's fantastic, he had said, hey, why don't I'm going to call Modern and see if they'd like to get involved. We didn't really think that there would be, we didn't know what the reaction would be. But he calls me back half hour later and he said, Modern's in for 40 pizzas a month. Off the bat, every month they do 40 pizzas. Jack actually picks them up. But I should say also Naples Pizza in Guilford. There's been several pizza places that have donated, but really it's Modern and Naples Pizza in Guilford. And Naples is a family-owned place also that they've been there since day one.
How about the toiletries? Are people donating that too?
Oh yeah, they're donated. Jack and other volunteers go out and buy them. A lot of us, we go out and, get things here and there, but most of the things we just ask. All you have to do is ask, And isn't this what life's about?
Absolutely.
I mean, it really is when it comes down to it.
I heard you call him Jack.
Yeah, no, Jack is one of our volunteers.
Jack. Yes, because I knew it was Chance.
Yeah.
Jack's a good guy
How
too.
does the mayor's office feel about this?
The mayor's office is going to stand by genuine people for the city. So anybody who's genuinely trying to help the city and help the city grow, we're standing by it, and that's why I'm going to be the liaison. That's why I am the liaison for the pizza people in regards to this city, and that's my role.
How have you seen this change over the years? And when you see somebody show up,
Right.
tell me what they think.
They're kind of blown away. They're like, you guys really come here every third Tuesday of the week, give out free pizza, toiletries.
Tuesday of the month.
And, pardon me, Tuesday of the month, give out free pizza, toiletries, and clothes to these homeless people on the green. It's remarkable. And we're not getting paid to do it. I come from my city hall office, I come over, suit and tied up, get some gloves, and I'm ready to go. What's amazing is the kids. Like, the kids are so engaged with the homeless people,
cool.
and it's like it's remarkable, to be honest.
Do you hope, Susan and Chance, that this is a template to do this across the country?
You know what? If there's one thing, I think, if you could be known as anybody or for anything, if it is to inspire somebody to do their thing, whatever it might be, whatever is that important piece to them of paying it forward to somebody else, that to me is awesome, especially when it involves kids. And I mean, we've talked a lot about how this involves, the homeless and those in needs, but to me personally, it's sort of a two-pronged thing. I mean, yes, there's that, but there's also the whole bit about today's youth, whether it be a youth group or just kids in school or part of a church or wherever they might come from, but getting them involved, getting them out away from the Xbox and their cell phones and everything else. And this is life, come be a part of it. And when we do get youth groups involved, they're not just going to show up and pass stuff out. They have to work for it. They have to go in, whether it's raise money to purchase items or whether it's go knocking on doors to get items. I believe that they need to feel it. And you can't teach this. This is not something that you can set a child at school and watch a movie. They feel it. They come in, they do this. We had a youth group from Hartford come down, a school, and most of the children there are all from very low-income families themselves. They came down with one of their teachers, and they were blown away. They raised, through their own friends, they raised over $200 and bought pizza. This was not this past Christmas, the Christmas before. And they were so proud. And that does so much for, it lifts them up. It raises their self-esteem and inspires them to keep going.
And this also crosses because you just talked about Hartford. This is New Haven. Yes. Volunteers are coming from the shoreline.
Yep.
So it's communities helping communities.
Right.
And look, none of us wants any homeless at all. Oh. Everybody should have a home.
I actually always say, when you ask somebody, and I tell this to the youth, if you were to ask a young teenage man, maybe growing up in the city or wherever, or anybody, anywhere, if you ask a youth, what do you want to be when you grow up? No one ever says, I want to be homeless. So they're not there because they want to be. They're not, and yes, there's different issues and reasons why they're there. We're not out to ask that or really even fix that. We're there to provide some love and conversation and, yeah, a bite of pizza along the way.
What have you learned by working with Susan?
So much. Maybe the one thing is to always remain humble and never forget where you come from. It's very important to understand that we all, don't matter what level of degrees you have, how much money you make, we are all unified. We are all one people, and we should all help each other out.
How do you hope it expands? Or is it all you can do right now?
I think that everything that we do so much, because it's a lot to get to. I mean, we set up, but there's a lot beforehand and getting there. I hope, as far as expanding, that other people say, we weren't a big group that just got together and said, hey, let's go do this. And we're just everyday people. We're nobody's special, although actually everybody's special.
I think you're pretty special.
Yeah.
Everybody's special, actually. But anybody can do it. You don't have to, like you said, have a degree or anybody. Just do it.
And if you need help to continue this on, how do you need help? Do you need more volunteers? Do you need more small businesses to come forward?
We always need, funds to, the 40 Pizzas from Modern is our start. Our pizza bank at Naples, if people call in pizza orders to Naples, we call that that's our pizza bank. So the extra pizza we need comes from there, from people who donate. We always need toiletries or money for things like underwear. People never think of underwear. It's a basic need.
Socks.
So we don't give used underwear, that's one thing, and socks.
Of course
we don't, yeah.
And how do they get a hold of you? Just on your Facebook page?
On Facebook, yep,
Okay.
the Pizza People on Facebook, and message us.
Well, thank you both for making a difference in a lot of folks' lives that would never get help if you weren't there for them.
Thank you.
So thank you.
Thank you. We love it.
Spend all night kissing, and if one was right here, then who else is missing? Got a little sidetracked, if I'm so wishing to find the keys to the door, but it's also a metaphor. Things keep locked in the grocery store, but mine just to save time. Skip right ahead to the last ride. The harder we look, the less we can see. Don't you know that you need me?